So if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you've been applying and applying and applying to jobs and have heard crickets, possibly? Yeah, it's because applying online really isn't the way that most of us get jobs. So today I am going to tell you how to get a job without applying online. If we haven't met, I am Cassandra and I help motivated professionals build their careers and businesses through practical tips to gain career confidence. So let's get into the whole how to get a job without applying online in a second. But before that, I have to give my You Got a Job shout out. And today that goes to Shayla White. She said she used my tips. She started conversations with 3 people before going into the interview and asked the hard question. And she ended up getting the job. So congrats to you, Shayla. I'm very, very proud of you. Way to put in the hard work. The best way to get a job without applying online is through an employee recommendation. So in case you didn't know, most companies have an employee recommendation or an employee referral service. This means that if somebody in the company recommends someone for a job and that person gets hired, the employee gets like a monetary bonus. And this is a big deal because people like to hire people they know. So if an employee refers someone, the company holds that application with much greater importance than somebody that just randomly applied online. So you want to find employees in the company. And then obviously they're motivated to help you because they get money for it. So how do we meet people? Well, first, we can meet people virtually. God bless LinkedIn, y'all. LinkedIn is an awesome tool to be able to meet people at your dream companies. So reach out. Send an invite with a message telling them why you want to, connect. Not that you want a job, but that you really admire their company or what they do in the company and ask to connect. Then comment on their posts, like things, etc. Even just a virtual connection builds your reputation, builds their like, know, trust feature of you, and makes them more likely to recommend you if something comes up. Or down the road, if you see a job, you can reach out to them and say, hey, would you mind referring me for this? Okay, the second way to be able to meet people to get that employee referral, we need to go to in-person events. So LinkedIn locals, meetups, creative mornings, tech startup, all these, or startup grind, all these different companies are out there, or organizations, I should say, that create these events for people that have same industry interests or career interests to come together. So start going to those events, meet people there. Even just a simple meeting like that is one step closer to getting you that employee referral. And so third, you need to meet people one-on-one. So those people you met virtually online or those people you met briefly at a networking event, ask them to coffee, ask them to drinks, something like that so that you can start to build this relationship. I'm a huge fan of the informational interview, just saying, hey, I would love to get coffee and hear more about your career story, hear more about what you do. It sounds really interesting to me. But it's a great way to meet somebody a little bit deeper, and now they know you better, and so when a job comes up, they're more likely to refer you. So the beauty of doing these 3 steps is that once that job shows up online, you have that you're like, oh my gosh, that's the dream job, that's the one I want. You now have people at that company to reach out to and say, hey, I saw this job, would you mind referring me for it? Or you can even ask, like, do you have an employee recommendation or an employee referral service? I would love if you could recommend me for this position. That's totally okay. People don't always connect the dots on their own of like, hey, I should refer this person. So let them know you're interested and see if they'll refer you. And if you're like, ugh, I am not on LinkedIn, I have not gotten started on that. Well, I have a whole playlist of LinkedIn profile tips and I have a free LinkedIn profile checklist. You can get that at linkedinallstarprofile.com. It'll be in the description box below, so get started there. I hope these tips have been helpful. If you have gotten a job through an employee referral, tell us about it below. Show other people this is possible. And please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit the notification bell and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.